Hello, everyone. I'm Brandon,
And I'm Big Byron.
and you are tuned into Real Logic. And today's topic will be concerning it works and the whole detox culture and fad. So, Byron, do
Yep.
you know anything about it works?
No, not really.
How about the whole detox culture?
I've seen a few things about detox. Mostly it's the advertisements on TVs where they wrap your feet and by the morning it's all black.
Right, which means you just didn't like clean your feet, but
My good lord, did you
the
see how
whole,
black that thing is?
oh my God, my soul came out. No, but
The devil came out of me.
So basically, I guess I'll start with It Works, right? It
Okay.
Works is this company that quote unquote sells goods. It's pretty much a multi-level marketing scheme, if you will. Basically, what you do is you, as the seller, buy products from It Works, and then you quote unquote sell it to people, but that's not how you make money. You really only make money if you get other people who work for you and under you and also buy the products to sell. So it's a very schemy, scammy type of thing, and I don't like it. And it's a bunch of pseudoscience.
Wait, is that the pyramid scheme?
Basically, that's pretty much all it is, a pyramid scheme, multi level marketing. Yep.
You know, actually, I had a friend back in college that wanted to get me in something similar to it. I forgot what the website was called though. But
Was it
basically,
the
huh?
knives? The
No, no,
knives?
no, no.
No?
It's like
Okay.
you can buy like drinks, food. It's like basic food stuff. So like almost like Amazon, but it doesn't have quite the selection. And I remember going to their what you call it, their little. They had a little. They rented out a room in some kind of place, and we went there to watch how it worked and everything. It looked interesting. They're advertising the fact that you can make money even when you're not working because people below you that are buying their stuff will give you money, something along those lines.
Right. It's pretty much the same thing because it's pretty much any product they'll do it with vacuum cleaners. I think the most common one is like knives and cutlery and stuff. I forgot the name of it. But
Really,
yeah,
how often do you buy knives though?
well, that's the crazy things. Like these people, they buy the knives because they have to buy the product in order to sell the product, right?
Yeah.
And you know, and not many people buy knives that often, and so you have a very expensive set of knives that you have to somehow sell, and you can't sell it, so now you're worse off than you were before. So it's crazy. I mean, I don't know how this is still legal, but it is.
Well, it's not like anyone's being forced into it. It's all voluntary. But
Well, no, it's the deceit part of it.
well, it's not necessarily deceitful. It's true into what it says. I think it's because it is true. If that you continue to sell knives, you will make money. But it's not saying like it'll tell you it's like, hey, if you don't sell knives, though, you're not going to be making any money. It's the fact that people get the idea that I can sell knives, no problem. I think in a way because it's kind of like the one that I was almost into is the fact that they sell a lot of products on there that are pretty practical that you would buy typically every day: toilet paper, food, drinks, whatever. Drinks that don't have to be cold, of course, when they ship it out and stuff. Instead of buying it in your local grocery store, whatever, you buy it straight from them. That way, you well, you're buying into their products anyway. But some of it's just kind of expensive is the problem. But if you buy from them, the people above you makes the money from you, and if the people below you does the same thing, then they're making money for you as well. But the percentage is like really, really low.
Which makes it a pretty crappy business practice when you think about it at the end of the day. Because they pretty much prey on people who don't have much, who don't have, options to begin with.
So you prey on people.
They pretty much prey on people,
Oops, that's like
basically.
a bee, like a tiger. Oh, I was going to draw a tiger, but I shouldn't do that.
Going
So
tiger
how
mob.
does that, how does exactly prey on people? I mean, I guess it gives them the mentality of the fact that they can do this, and they're not. I don't know, being realistic about it.
That too. They're not realistic, and it's very deceiving, right? Because you're told if you sell the product, you make money. But the actual you actually make money is if you have people who are under you who are selling the product too. That's really how you make the money. So it's not like you go out and you campaign and you know you sell it and it's out there. It's just that you get people under you to work for you, and then you're making the money.
Because of the people below you buying the products. Yeah, and the one thing is that the fact that I remember again back into this part that if he were to get me into it, I'd be underneath him, and then he'd be my mentor, so that if I were to try to get other people in and I need assistance, he would come in and do that. So and the percentage of what you get when you hire people below you, and the lower on the pyramid that they are, the less of a profit that you get. Because for example, if I'm above you and then you get someone below you, my percentage from getting from you is a little bit higher, but the percentage I get from the person below you is a lot smaller, and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller as um as further down the pyramid they go, because it's like fractions of a penny at that point.
Mm, it's still a pyramid scheme. I
Yeah,
think we're
yeah,
like getting lost here, but
no, no,
well, then if you
that's
understand it's a pyramid scheme, what I mean, then
well, it's
that pretty
because
much.
it's like this. Basically, this is you, and then you get, say you get two people right underneath you, so you get a percentage of their profit. Say like I don't know. Say let's make it nice at like $1, right, from each of these guys. So at the end, at the whenever they get two people underneath them, it becomes looking like a pyramid. They acquire $1 from these guys, him, on $1, $1, $1 here, but you also get a cut of that profit. It may be like maybe 50 cents, and you get 50 cents of that profit. And then whenever they get two people here, they again these people maybe get $1 from them, but you'll get 25 cents. So as the pyramid gets smaller and smaller and smaller, your profit from these folks down here may be a penny.
Well, see, but the issue is right because I don't even know if we're like in agreement or not. But the issue isn't so much the product being sold; it's when like the product is not even the important part of the business practice. It's more so the referral program, as in
Yeah,
you
yes.
get people under you. That's where the scheme comes in, and that's where the issue lies. That's pretty much a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
But yeah,
and it's unsustainable. Like it's a crappy business practice, and it
yeah.
should not be
So,
legal.
but what you're saying pretty much is the fact that your primary goal in the top is not for the product. It's not to sell the
It's
product,
the,
but it's to get people underneath you to buy the products. And then
basically
their goal is to do the exact same thing. So and it ends up being a gigantic pyramid, but no one's buying the product because
there you
everyone's
go.
trying to get people underneath them to buy the
Except
product.
yeah, except for those in the referral program, they're the only ones buying the product. So at the very top, you're making the money, but nobody else is really making money. That's
Yes.
the issue.
But
I don't
then
even know if we're in agreement or not, but that's what's going on.
I agree to the fact that it depends, but this it works with detox. Detox is very very specific. It's not. It's so specific actually. It's not very general. Meaning that only people who are into the detox are the only ones that will buy into it.
Well, see, that's how they get you though. Like, I mean, detox culture is like it's is an issue too, but it works as part of that culture. Basically, selling a bunch of useless products, with some pseudoscience, right? Like, for example, there's one where you can wrap your body in basically saran wrap and these special pads, and then you will shrink your stomach, right? And don't get me wrong, I mean, your stomach kind of shrinks briefly, but then maybe after like 30 minutes, you're still gonna have that same flub and flap, and it's just gonna push itself out. Um, and the issue with that is like people will like take these supplements and they think they're losing weight and they're really not. They're just really harming their bodies and then go back to the old unhealthy habits.
Are you saying that I notice a lot of people who do a lot of weight loss is generally their initial loss of weight is water
Water
weight,
weight,
not
basically.
yeah, and not real, fat or anything like that. And so they start thinking like, "Hey, it's working because I'm losing a lot of water." Well, they're just technically dehydrating themselves and not really losing the fat. Is that what you're saying?
Basically, I mean, rather than using, tried and, you know, proven methods of weight loss and, healthier options, they're taking this quote unquote quick way out that ends up doing more harm than good.
And then once they stop it, they end up gaining the weight they lost anyway, if they happen to lose any weight, right?
Back where you started.
Yep. And sometimes even worse, actually. I,
Yeah.
I remember watching this. I forget which was one video where you notice the was it a TV show something about losing weight. It was a TV show with celebrities in it. A lot of celebrities went to that TV show to lose a lot of weight, and after the TV show, though, some of them ended up going back to their original weight, if not more.
Are we talking about the Biggest Loser?
Yes, that's it.
You know, that one was a bit complicated because I remember doing some reading on it too, and like they did some hardcore training, well, exercising at like the first, I guess like a week or two because filming was only like 2 or 3 weeks long, and then when they got out, most of them went back to being, the
Yeah.
original weight when they came in. But I think some of them actually kept that off.
Yeah, it's because the fact that that's not their daily routine. It's the fact that they were fed a strict diet. They didn't have the options. They had options to eat whatever they want, but they'd be kicked out of the show. But ever since they've been released out into the public, now they don't have to exercise. There's no one telling them you have to exercise. You have to eat this. They're going back to their old habits of just sitting on the couch watching TV or whatever, and then eating fast food or unhealthy foods and end up gaining that weight back and sometimes even more. Which is yeah, whenever you go in a weight loss diet, you have to be consistent with whatever you do and stick with it even after you've lost the weight. And maybe that's part of this detox is the fact that people who take it may lose a little bit of weight, but then once they stop buying a product, they end up going back to the original weight. And even sometimes, like you're saying, it's a unhealthy way of losing weight because it's not what
Well, even if they kept up with the whole, regimen of like drinking these special teas or these wraps, I mean, it's really unsustainable, right? Because
yeah.
I mean, it's not a healthy way. And even if you kept up doing it, I mean, you just make yourself sick in the long run. Like another one
You're
is,
not getting enough nutrients and stuff with it.
yeah, like another one is you drink the teas. I had some coworkers who did this, and they told me they would drink the teas, and they, quote unquote, felt better. But like when they went to go potty, it all came out as green and watery. And I'm like, do you know why that is? I mean, you're not getting any fiber. You're not really getting any nutrients. You're basically just drinking green water. And I mean, yeah, you'll lose weight that way, but it's unsustainable, and you're going to end up hurting yourself. And
Yep.
there's even a possibility of water toxicity. So I mean, it's just,
Oh, from the drinks?
well, if you drink too much fluid.
Oh, overhydration?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that usually takes a really long time. I mean, you have to drink a lot of water in like a very short period of time for it to happen.
Oh, I know, but some people they can overdo the whole detox thing, and so where it's just like drink like maybe 3 times a day, they may drink it like 8 times a day just because
Oh, too
it'll work
much of
faster.
whatever that stuff that they put in there.
Well, the fluids too, right? Because if you drink a lot of fluid and a, like over a period of time, you can end up hurting yourself.
I don't know about that, but I know
Uh,
there is such thing as being overly hydrated, and
yeah, water
the tendency,
toxicity.
yeah, that tendency to be with athletes though, where because they're constantly sweating, they're constantly drinking a lot of water, and their kidneys can't process it
Um,
fast enough.
well, no,
Or
it's not just with athletes. Athletes get away with drinking more water because they actually sweat it out, like you said. But like
yeah.
normal people, like if you drink a lot and you aren't that water's not going anywhere, then yes, it can damage you.
So what products do they sell in these places? You said something about saran wraps and some mixes in water.
Yep, and something called greens, which is basically a powder they put in, and it's supposed to give you some nutrient boost.
Greens. Is
They
that what you put on
yeah,
food?
no, it's just a bunch of powder. It's powdered whatever.
Wait, what is it called?
Greens,
Greens
it
as in greens like that?
as in greens. That's what they call it.
Like the word
It
greens.
it's a natural blend of ingredients to help alkalize the body and restore pH balance. It's called greens. It's just the name of the product.
Huh. Oh, that's never, I gotta look
it's
that up.
it's like a powder basically. You mix it with water.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about while I look that up?
You should look that up.
I
It's
am.
pretty funny.
I'm looking at it right now. I am. Oh my gosh! I see they have a whole bunch of stuff on their websites here. Oh,
Yeah,
Greens Blend Orange.
yeah.
Greens Blend Value Size Orange.
Like it's
$55, or if you buy it right now for 33 bucks online.
right, right,
Those
and like
prices are ridiculously high.
it's probably not worth more than $5 anyway, and that's even pushing it. But like
They have
55 is crazy.
Greens Chew. The hell is that? Place your order now. No, thank you. Boosts your body's natural defense against free radical damage. Supports healthy nutrition and digestions with prebiotic dietary fiber. Contains antioxidants rich ingredients.
See, and then you'd be better off just getting like actual fruit and vegetables and some whole grains, like, and it's cheaper and it
Hey, guess
actually
what?
works.
I can buy some green tea at at Walmart, and it has the words greens in it.
Right, like it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, I think most people get their natural antioxidants from just eating everyday foods, fruits,
Yeah,
vegetables, and of course green tea if you happen to like tea. I like cold tea, but hey, just
but
put some
yeah,
ice in it.
but it's the pseudoscience and the whole detox culture that's just not really healthy. And it's funny, people are like, well, I need the detox, so I'm going to drink this thing of nasty yucky green water. I'm like, what do you think your liver does? I mean,
I think there are uh some like weightlifters or fitness buffs that do that. I see that a lot, like blending a lot of that stuff. Mostly, I think a lot of them do it naturally though, through actual vegetables. They actually put vegetables in a blender and mix it in with some other stuff. I don't know if they're. It's mostly again, this is all based on just watching some TV and a lot of fitness shows and whatever. And
well, that's slightly different because I don't
that,
think they're thinking they're going to be cured of cancer when they do it. It's just an
uh,
easy way to get their fiber in and the nutrients and whatnot because you're still getting that fiber when you
but they're also
blend the.
saying detox in it because it does again natural antioxidants in certain plants and whatever else. So yeah, I'm still looking at this one side. The one thing the fab wrap is what they call it, and I'm assuming that's what you wrap your body in or limbs or anything in. Wrap your body right when securing the ultimate body applicator. 82 feet of fab wrap on every roll,
Fab
made of
wraps.
a soft hypoallergenic foam. Foam. You know what? I could actually buy that and use it for something else and be more useful. I think $5 for 82 feet is not that bad. I'm thinking of what applications I'd use it for. Maybe more for like a first aid kit, more than what it is.
I
What's
just
it
feel
meant
like you
for?
can get that cheaper though,
Maybe 82 feet though. I don't know.
but that's fine. I mean, if you want to spend the money on it.
Don't. But yeah, so it works. How did you ever come up with this in a way? Do you see a lot of people like doing it around you or
God.
something?
So one of my friends, she's intelligent too, which I don't even understand how she even got into it. But basically, she's been hardcore campaigning on Facebook and trying to get people to join the program and, help, get her
What
referral
is
members
she?
up, right?
Is
But she's
she?
not really selling the product. She's more so trying to get referrals,
Wait, wait,
which
wait, wait, wait. You're saying she's hardcore into this, but she's not buying the product.
no, she's not getting people to buy the product. She's getting
Uh,
referrals. You aren't listening.
no, 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 no. I remember you saying she's hardcore into this, but is she buying the product herself?
Yes, she is, because in order to sell it, you kind of have to buy it.
Oh,
So,
she's doing
yes,
that thing where she
she's
gives
part
out
of the program.
samples.
Yeah, she's part of the program. So she's just trying to get more. members to work under her because that's how you make money again in the pyramid scheme.
Oh yeah, yeah. How many? Do you know how many people she's got underneath her?
She's got like 2,000 friends on Facebook that I know of, so she, I'm sure she can. She might have quite a few actually.
Oh god.
That's how that works, right? Like you get people to work under you, and then they're like, "Yeah, I get independence." Then like 2 weeks later, you stop seeing the referrals talk about it. Her referrals aren't really talking about it anymore, and I'm sure they're not making money because they're still struggling and complaining about bills, right?
Oh yeah. You can't
This is
make a
supposed to be
living
that
off of that.
liberating. Yeah,
But so have you talked to her? Said, are you making good money off of this or what?
yeah. I've asked her, and apparently she's gotten enough people in the referral program that she was able to buy a house and pay off her student loans. So
What? So it actually
she,
works then, huh?
she apparently has enough people under
But
her.
but how long has she been in that program though?
I don't know. I haven't asked her.
That could help. Well, there's a couple things you'll need to in order, I assume, to make this work. Is lots of hold on. Let me finish this. Friends. Let me put that in quotes because you're gonna
Wait,
have to
wait, wait. Gullible friends.
gullible
Gullible
friends.
friends. Have to have gullible
That's why I say
friends.
that's why I put friends in quotes because friends. Well, it's more along the lines of the fact that you have to get to know a lot of people, and then the weird thing is though is that when you try to get people into it, you're really working them. You're trying to get them into this. You're paying attention to them. You're giving them your 100% attention. But once you got them in there, you kind of like break it off. It's like okay, we can kind of take it easy, take a little bit of a break, and you work on someone else. But you kind of have to stick with them too because you have to get them to get more people as well for them to stay into this program. Otherwise, it could just that person could end up just being, you got them in, but they don't buy anything, so it's all that work went to nothing. So you have to kind of work at it even after the fact. So wow,
Well,
so
I don't know. Like I said, I've not been part of this program. I've only seen it fail for people.
it's I understand it. I guess I went to their convention and I had this friend talk to me. Basically, again, the pyramid scheme works like this exactly right here. It's where you get a little bit of a profit. Oops, you get a little bit of a profit on the way up as this person makes money, and then he gets a little bit of the cut, then he gets a little bit of cut, and then he gets a little bit of cut, and then you get the cut. The further down the line, it's very small, but the more that you have underneath you, the more money you actually make, and the more people that they have underneath them, you get a little bit more money depending on how many people is in this tier. So every tier is like say a 50% reduction in your profit, 50% of that, 50% of this, and then 50% on this next tier. So it gets smaller and smaller as it goes down, but generally it's going to be much wider, more people. So you can have like maybe 4 here, 8 here, 12 here, whatever, and maybe 32 in this point. So the profit may get smaller in terms of the
You're
amount.
missing that too. There we go.
Yeah, even though the profit gets smaller in the amount, but 32 of 1 cent it end up being 32 cents pretty much. And then even here it's smaller, but you have 12, so the profit is just it's hard to say. But the point of this is the fact that everyone has to be in it. Everyone has to buy their product. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. Getting so many people into this program, it's not going to work unless they actually buy into the product. That's
Yeah.
why when
Again, it's not so much the product that they're,
yeah.
selling. It's more so the referral program because again, you don't make money by selling it. You make money pretty much by having referrals
No, no,
under
you
you.
do have to sell it. That's the only way to make the money.
Yeah, through the referrals. You don't just go out and sell it. You have people under you who
Oh,
buy it. That's what I'm
yeah, yeah, yeah,
saying.
yeah, 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 yeah,
That's
yeah.
the bulk of the money. Of
Yeah,
course, you're going to have,
that's
a few people here and there who buy it, but more so the referrals, the people who quote unquote work under you buy the products because, how else are they going to obtain it?
yeah, yeah,
There you
and
go.
yeah, but
And
and
mind you,
and
most of these people have like other jobs too. So this is
oh
not
yeah.
just their main job. So, they have income to throw at this, however little it may be.
See what I write down? Keep your day job.
Oh God.
But it's true though, you know. I guess if you have enough people that actually buys into this stuff, and it's I remember them explaining to me, it's like, you know, whenever you're injured and you're in the hospital, you're not making any money in your job. While in this part, you can still make money because if people are still buying into it, then you're making money. But it is very there's so much. I'm kind of curious as to what's the fail to success ratio in this. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure it's quite high.
I'm pretty sure too. I'm kind of curious. I wonder. I don't think there's a statistics out there for in YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube and Google scheme. Uh, I wonder if they have the ratio. I have a feeling it's like a really high. What is it? I'm gonna just make a guess here. It's probably gonna be like a 90% or greater fail ratio. Greater than 90% or greater than or equal to, just to be on the safe side here. But yeah, I have like from whenever I don't know, I kind of wish I got in touch with that friend of mine that was into it, and I'm kind of curious how it worked out for him
Hmm.
because yeah, he was into it. He was really trying to sell that stuff to me, and I remember actually watching another video some time ago about another guy who was into this pyramid scheme, and you know he's buying these products just so he can demo them to his friends to get them into it. Because it was a pyramid scheme with meat, actually. And he'd buy all this expensive meat and then he'd hold a barbecue for his friends and explain to him the product. And his friends like the meat and all that, but they're not really, you know, wanting to join in. So they're just eating all that stuff, eating all the meat that he bought. You know, he kind of went into a like he was struggling with money as well, and he kind of went into I want to say debt, but you know, he really overspent on the meat to try to convince his friends, and most of them are not even, you know, getting into it because I guess they kind of understand that it's a bad idea to join into it. It's great if it works, but you know, it takes real dedication. It takes money because again, you know, how are you going to convince a person to be in your referral program if you know you don't demo the products like okay can I see some sample products, you know, if I want to get into this, well you yourself have to buy it and then
Hmm.
demo it for them, so it's going to take some money to get it going again on top of you know having to you know spend most of your time convincing the person finding people to join it. But yeah, that's now that you say it's a pyramid scheme in the very beginning, but whenever you said it works detox, I was thinking along the lines of just um, you know just a product out there trying to be more than what it really is. But
Which is
this,
kind of true.
yeah, it's that, but it's actually the main thing was the pyramid scheme for this thing.
Yep.
Is there anything else you want to talk about in the It Works Detox?
Well, I would advise you to not just go out and buy it or take your friend's word for it and do some research because I hate for you to buy those greens and you be super disappointed or
For
the
sure, for,
wrap, the fab wrap.
all right, that's multi-purpose right there. You know, it could be toilet paper too. It's like, oh, I'm out. Better grab
Oh
some for the fab wrap.
God, I don't know.
I know that could be rough, I guess.
uh, okay. Well,
All right.
well,
Is that? I guess that is that everything that we wanted to talk about in It Works Detox.
I guess that's it. So, we will see you guys in the next show. We do appreciate you guys taking the time and listening to us and
Wait,
our
wait.
explanations. Wait.
I do have a question. Has anyone has anyone out there ever tried this? Any kind of pyramid scheme? Have you had any experience with it? Like I have personally. I had a friend that tried to get me into it, and you know, it seemed reasonable because the product's not limited to just detox. It's actually stuff you can drink, eat, and use around the house. Has anyone out there ever experienced this pyramid type scheme? Has any of your friends told you about it? And if you have, explain to us in the comments below.
Yep, and let us know if you drank the green tea, if your poop came out green too and
Oh
liquidy.
God.
How about we not do that?
You know what? No, do it. Do it.
Oh God. All right. Well, thanks for tuning into Real Logic, and we'll see you next time.